Hey guys, I got done watching the EA. It's not. They're not even calling the E3 conference. It's calling it a play, whatever. Play conference. I should say I watched it earlier today. I'm recording a little bit later, but that was a bad conference. Um, I really was gonna go over like everything that they did, but it's just too much. I'll quickly name off the things that they did show, but this video is gonna be more about how I feel about the press conference. Um, so I'll tell you that after I read off what they did or showed off. They showed FIFA 19. Um, they had EA Origin Access Premiere. They just want to sap more money out of you. Jesus. Respawn teases that Star Wars Jedi game. I'm not a Star Wars fan, personally. So I mean, it's cool for the people that like it. I just rather it be made by someone that's not EA. Um, but I haven't seen what anyone else has said about how they think about it. But that tease was really awkward. Like the host is coming up and talking to the dude. I think he's supervising, the head guy there, Respawn. But it was just really awkward. It was just like out of place, kind of. And rather than not tell us, rather than tell us just later on in the year or something like that. Not now. If it's going to release next year. But anyway, continuing. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Good for those that like it. I know this one had the whole controversy with the loot boxes. So whatever. I hate loot boxes, but whatever. Unravel 2 got announced. The game looks kind of fun for people that like a little casual thing. I only saw snippets of it, of the first one, and the second one I saw a little bit of it today, but it's not my cup of tea. But it's whatever. I mean, casual games are fun too. I like them every so often. Reminds me of the Yarn Yoshi game that came out a couple years ago for the Wii U. I was meaning to get it, but I just didn't get it. But it looks fun. I mean, for those that like it. Sea of Solitude. I actually missed the trailer for it, but it looks interesting for those that are into that. It's more of I guess Unravel 2 and Sea of Solitude were really the most interesting games that they had, in my opinion, on display today. But Sea of Solitude, another one looks kind of interesting. Looks like an indie title, but I'm not sure who's making it. It probably is. We'll get into more into that later. NBA Live 19. That's good for those that like sports games. I'm not a big fan of sports games, but I'm glad for you guys. Madden NFL 19. Again, that's really good for you guys. They showed off Command and Conquer, and I just blacked out during this part. It's a phone game, and this is E3. You shouldn't be showing phone games there. I mean, I get you want to sell your product, but just say the title, show 15 seconds of gameplay, and then go on. It's not the place. And last but not least, they showed off Anthem, which I guess I might as well talk about that now. Last time, I think it was last year, they showed it off, right, for the first time. And it looked cool. I mean, it looked really cool. I guess if you want to get the best experience, get it on the Xbox One. That's what I would think back then. And now today it got announced for everything anyway. But I think we kind of knew that last year anyway. But this showing didn't look very interesting. It looked like Destiny. And some other game. I mean, it looked really bland this time. I know they showed off some weather effects and some what you can do. But I mean, as I was watching it, two things came to my mind. One, it just looks so boring. I mean, what they showed looked so boring, and they had this whole sit down with all the people that were making it, I guess. And I'm just like, this isn't how you make your game look interesting. It's just so. It just came off wrong, in my opinion. I thought that was a bad way to show off the game. They kept chatting and showing off the colors and shit, and it's just like I don't give a shit. You're showing off alternate colors as a way to promote this game. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I mean, the second thing that came to my mind is that this is a knockoff Xenoblade Chronicles X. For those that have played it, it reminds me a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles X, and you know, it's Xenoblade Chronicles. I mean, it's just, I really didn't. I mean, it's not my. It wasn't my favorite Xenoblade game. It was okay from what I played, and you know, I did play a lot of it. I put in a couple hours into that game, but it was, it's just, I don't know. I guess I'm more forgiving with Xenoblade Chronicles X. I guess because I'm just not. I know it's from the company that did the first Xenoblade, and you know, I know they're more about RPG stuff. I kind of expect different things from EA when they're making a game. And you know, when I see something that looks like Xenoblade Chronicles X, and Destiny and all that stuff, I mean, it looks, all that together feels like it takes the worst of all those games, and it just comes off just super bland, you know, which isn't very good. So Destiny, I mean, not Destiny, I'm sorry, Anthem, you know, I'd say wait on the pre-order or something like that. You know, you should never pre-order a game anyway, but you know, see some more footage, see if you like it, if you're gonna get it, because it just, the showings didn't look that great, and you know, it was to me it was a bad way to end the whole conference, because it started off really boring. It started off with, I think it was FIFA. I don't know. This was the most unmemorable conference I've seen in a minute. I mean, I wanted to fall asleep. The crowd sounded like they wanted to fall asleep. I swear, everyone in there sounded like they want to fall asleep. I don't know what's going on. But I saw the live stream, and as I was fighting to stay awake to watch this crap, I'm hearing people clap, and it's just like the most. What would you call that? Like, it was it was almost a pity clap. You know, they're like, "Yay, great! What's next?" You know, it's just not. It wasn't. It was just. It was just bland all around. You know, and the audience can feel it. And it's not a good thing. You know, when your audience, people that pay tickets to go there. I know there's journalists, but people that, you know, have their job to be not so much excited, but to report on this, and they're just like, you know, kind of dead in the crowd. But you know, geez, I guess it was just, oh man, it was just god awful. I can't think of another word to put it. Just god awful. I mean, how do you advertise your games that way and expect it to sell? I mean, I know it is anyway, because they always do. I think a lot of EA games are boring, but they always sell, I guess, rather well. But man, I couldn't sit through it. I really couldn't sit through it. So I guess that's my thought on it. You know, the best thing we got out of this is that they started with the E3 started with the worst company, with the worst showing, and it can only get better from here. You know, so that's a good thing. It can only get better. Microsoft's is tomorrow. On Sunday, I don't know when I'm going to upload this. And, you know, we can only hope that that's a bit better. Microsoft comes off a bit boring too, but ever since Phil Spencer took over, it's been more tolerable. You know, I like him better. He's kind of cool. But yeah, that's it. I mean, Sony's the day after, and Nintendo is, I believe, on the 12th. And I have higher expectations for those companies. I don't know what Microsoft's gonna do, but I don't expect absolute shit like EA's was. That was a waste of time. Absolute waste of time. But I guess I should go over what else. I mean, it was I can't really comment on other stuff because I'm just not a fan of what they had. Well, I mean, the games that they had. I don't play those games, but I certainly can get excited about them. But the whole conference, the presentations brought it down so bad. that I just couldn't get excited about the games. Like, you know, I see Star Wars. I'm not a fan of Star Wars, but I think the gameplay is cool. Like, I've seen it. I've seen trailers before, the first Battlefront and whatnot, and other games, and you know, it's cool. But yeah, it was just the whole their way of doing this brought down the whole thing. So I guess I'm gonna call that it. I'll see you guys some other time, and hopefully our other conferences are a heck of a lot better. See you guys later. Bye.